1 in 5 adults regularly get their news from influencers on social media. The number is even higher among younger Americans, with almost 40% under the age of 30 getting their news from those sources. According to the Pew Research Center, the social media site X remains the most widely accessed platform, followed by Instagram and YouTube.
I mean, that comes obviously for political news. And Mike, that's the challenge. You grew up in a newsroom like Gene grew up in a newsroom. I mean, that's a challenge for a lot of mainstream media sources is, do they make themselves relevant again to here 20% of adults who actually get influencers on social media?
I don't know
maybe somebody who makes baskets, and while they're making baskets, they look up and say, vote for candidate X.
Okay, it's obvious that the mainstream liberal media does not understand what's going on. They think basket weavers are who the social media influencers are that people are listening to instead of them. Man, if that's the case, they really are in bad shape. Dudes, maybe if you told the truth and didn't just skew one direction all the time, people might give you a little bit of a listen. Maybe if you didn't make up stories and talk about Hitler all the time, people might think about listening in and learning something from you, but they're not, because you have no idea what's going on. And they repeated it again.
I don't know how we make ourselves relevant again.
If I knew the answer, I would implement it immediately, right? And reverse this. But we have to compete. I mean, the answer is we don't know how to compete with these social media basket-making influencers or whatever, but we have to.
You need to decide what you're going to do for a base. And so we're going to be talking about 3 different bases in